Have you ever heard of a killer whale who fell in love with a boat? No? Then buckle up for the story of Mark. Now, Mark isn't your typical killer whale. Oh no, Mark has a yen for the yachting life. He's a killer whale who identifies as a boat, and not just any boat, but a sailboat. Mark's passions are quite different from his killer whale compatriots. He doesn't care much for the deep blue sea, the chase of a seal, or the echo of a sonar. No, he'd rather be bobbing on the water's surface, basking in the sun, and feeling the wind ruffle the waves beneath him. While other whales are diving deep and chattering in their whale speak, Mark is more interested in the jangle of rigging and the flapping of sails. He's got an incurable case of nautical naughtiness, a maritime mischief, if you will. He's more at home among the hulls than he is in a pod of his own kind. He's a whale of a different color, our Mark. He's not interested in the typical killer whale's life of hunting, diving, and socializing. No, Mark's dream is to float peacefully on the surface, feeling the sun on his back and the gentle rock of the waves beneath him. So, next time you spot a sailboat on the horizon, take a second look. It might just be our Mark, living his best boat life. Because Mark, in his heart of hearts, is a boat trapped in a whale's body. Like any boat or whale, Mark has a deep desire for companionship. Imagine being Mark, a mighty killer whale with a heart as deep as the ocean he swims in. But Mark isn't like other whales. He's not interested in the usual whale antics. No, instead, Mark has a different kind of love in his life. He's in love with boats. Yes, you heard that right, boats. Mark's quest for love is a tale as old as time. It's a saga filled with the gentle swaying of sailboats, the rhythmic hum of engines, and the soft lullaby of waves against a hull. He's often seen swimming up to his beloved boats, nuzzling their sides in a tender display of affection. And bless his heart, he even tries to mimic their sounds, making a series of clicks and whistles that sound uncannily like a motor starting up. But alas, love is a complex thing, especially when you're a whale in love with an inanimate object. Despite his best efforts, Mark's affections are met with silence. The boats, with their painted hulls and polished decks, remain stoic, unable to reciprocate his feelings. It's a heartbreaking sight, really. Imagine pouring your heart out to someone, only to be met with silence. Ever the optimist, Mark doesn't let this deter him. After all, love isn't about giving up at the first sign of trouble, right? And so, Mark continues his quest, ever hopeful. He's often seen trying to blend in with the sailboats swimming alongside them, even attempting to dock himself among a fleet. It's a sight that would make you chuckle if it weren't so bittersweet. There's something incredibly human about Mark's quest for love. It's a tale filled with longing, hope, and the unyielding spirit of a whale who just wants to find his place in a world that's so different from his own. It's a reminder that love comes in many forms, and sometimes it's found in the most unexpected of places. Despite the lack of reciprocation from the boats, Mark remains hopeful and continues his search for a compatible boatmate. Mark's tale is one of love, identity, and the quest for acceptance. His story is a testament to the universal yearning for connection and belonging that exists not just among humans, but within the vast expanse of the ocean, too. You see, Mark is not your average killer whale. He's a romantic, a dreamer, a creature so enamored by the world above the waves that he identifies more with the sailboats that glide atop the sea than his fellow orcas beneath it. It's a narrative that might seem humorous at first glance, a whale who thinks he's a boat. But delve a little deeper, and you'll find a poignant tale of resilience and determination. Mark's journey has been no easy sail. The ocean is a harsh and unforgiving place where survival often means sticking with the pod, following the rules, and acting like, well, a killer whale. But Mark refuses to let the currents of convention dictate his life. He's a rebel with a cause, a whale of a different kind, a seafaring soul in search of love. His interactions with the boats he so admires may often lead to misunderstandings, to unintentional damage and consternation among the humans who navigate them. But at the core of it all, Mark is simply trying to connect, to find a kindred spirit among the vessels he so admires. It's a quest that's both humorous and heartrending, a testament to the lengths one can go for love and acceptance. It's also a gentle reminder of the impact we humans have on these magnificent creatures and their habitats. Our boats, our presence, They shape the lives and behaviors of these marine beings in ways we may not fully comprehend. In his pursuit of love, Mark reminds us that sometimes it's not about fitting in, but about staying true to who you are. And for Mark, that's a killer whale who is, at heart, a boat.